So this is a development project that we're working on at the moment. We've called it TRUShare. This is specifically for a classroom collaboration style environment. So let's think about something either inside an auditorium or inside a classroom where you have a teacher or a lecturer sat at the front of the room, and then you have banks or tables with students sat around, and they want to be able to collaborate in their own little groups as needed, but also the teacher or the lecturer wants to be able to share their information as well as the information that is happening within these little groups where, I don't know, Jonathan on this table here has had a great idea, let me show this to the rest of the room. So it gives us the ability to be able to move content around a specified environment for video and for audio at the same time, with the collaborative environments of annotation, whiteboards, and the movement of different things. So in this case, we've got 4 different screens here. So imagine that this screen here is the large screen at the front of the room where there is a presentation happening. Everyone's eyes are transfixed on this screen. And this is where, when the lecturer comes in, they will connect their computer. There may be a built-in computer to the stand, the podium, wherever it may be. The physical product here, let me just pick this up so you can see it. Input-wise, there are 3 hardwired inputs here. There's a HDMI with a USB host that's associated with this. There's also 2 DP alt mode USB Type-C connections, which handle, as well as the DP alt mode video, the USB 3 data. There's some local peripheral device connections here, which give you the ability to have local cameras. It might be a visualizer that may be on the desk that you can put something under, look at stuff at detail, and throw this out here as well. Output wise, there's 4 outputs here. There is a full HD confidence monitor. And that's going to be this unit here. So this gives the ability for the lecturer to be able to sit at their desk, have their confidence monitor here. They don't have to keep referring to the big screen behind them if they need. But likewise, they can still work from this confidence monitor here or the main screen. Assuming that this is an interactive panel, we can still do everything from the interactive panel here and here. So for instance, when I log into the unit, I can log in here. It will do the same. I'm broadcasting as in simultaneous output. Output wise as well, there's a HD base T output. So let's say there's a screen behind but a projector on the wall. We get that distance up there without having to add additional equipment into the system. There's also 2 smaller 4K outputs. It may be on an auditorium stage. You may have 2 large screens, 2 big LFDs either side that you want to project onto the projector, as well as either side. We've tried to give you some extra capabilities there as well. So moving into the system, there's 2 different ways of using this. Presentation mode or collaboration mode. Presentation mode is the simple one. We choose this. Again, we can do it from either side. This is the ability, and you'll notice all of the screens here have gone straight in, and this obviously isn't in the live unit. We have another one working under here. There's the local laptop input that is from there. Now from here, the lecturer can, from either their confidence monitor or the main screen, be able to choose between their different source devices. They can do their volume up and down, so this gives third-party control of the audio output. They can also annotate over, so it may be that they're sat there and they want to be able to do this. And you notice this broadcasting everything we're doing out to those individual stations. These 2 here would be the screens that are next to each of the pods of desks. These work based on our little WMF51, which we've had in the market for about 1.5 years now. These are wireless collaboration products in themselves. So I can have Johnny with his little computer on his desk. He can connect to this system via a dongle or via AirPlay or via Miracast out to his local screen. So this dongle is connecting to this. I'm in presentation mode at the moment, so Johnny can't share his screen. I'll show you that in a second. In fact, let me disconnect that whilst I finish this. This is just an easy way for the lecturer to be able to share everything around the room as needed. If I come back to home and again I can show you now logging in from here rather than here, we can move into collaboration mode. Now this is where each of the pods works differently to what the teacher or the lecturer is doing. These individual displays around the classroom are independent at this moment. So Johnny can connect his computer here and he's connecting here. Johnny and his group of friends have the ability here to be able to, you need to click annotate. Johnny can annotate over his screen here. They can work together as a group. These have multi-view capabilities, so there could be 4 computers on this desk talking to this, and you can have a quad screen here with those 4. I haven't got enough physical room here to do lots of different computers. You just have to trust me on that one. Likewise, the other desk here, they can do what they want to do on their interactive. They can go in, they can just create a whiteboard, and they can just start making notes as they wish on their whiteboard. Now, the teacher could be sat here and they're watching over what's happening in this presentation or this collaborative group environment. The teacher may pick up on what Johnny has been doing on this screen here and decide that they want to show this everywhere else. So at this point here, the teacher could be stood at the front and they can turn around and say, I want to group, nope, sorry, not grouping. I want to be able to broadcast out come on, 2 seconds. No, let me do it this way round then. I can turn around and say, I want to do what's coming in here from one of the other screens and get this everywhere else. So I can start moving these things around. It gives us the ability to be able to take any of the information from any of these, have them either locally on the screen as they would want, but also to be able to take some of the outputs and move them to other screens in the area. So with that capability of being able to see stuff in different places, move information around as required, it's quite a powerful little tool. With the ability for the lecturer to be able to control that standing in front of an interactive screen at the front, or be sat at their podium, lectern, or at their desk through the collaboration monitors at the same time. One other new feature that we've built in as well, or we will be building in, is some basic control. So we have multi-view capabilities where we can choose where we're bringing all of the information in from, and we can start moving this to here and that alongside it in a multi-view mode. We also have the ability to do source selection, so we can choose in a matrix or a switcher mode where the sources are coming from the hardwired here, or from the dongles that are connected in here, or from AirPlay, Miracast and Chromecast. They're all capable of talking directly to this, or to these individual units as well, as required. And we also have some room control built in, and that gives the teacher the ability, rather than having multiple control panels to do different things, it gives us the ability to be able to close the blinds, close the curtains, turn the lights down, turn the volume up. It just gives them a little bit more chance to concentrate on what's happening in the room and delivering their content than having to work their way around the multiple different variations of things that they can control. They could be stood at the front of the room and again still be able to do these control parts there. We're going to watch a quick video. Let's turn the lights off. Dim the lights down at that point whilst the video is playing. That can all be triggered without them having to move back to the podium or the lectern. This should be out Q3, possibly early Q4. Like I said, this is a development product at the moment. There are some features that aren't quite working yet, hence there is only limitations of what we can do here. You can have up to 6 of these pods of desks with any one major hub. And that's it.